Hey folks, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I'm really enjoying these classic stories we've been reading lately. Today we're going to read another one. We're going to read about the three little pigs. Have you heard this story before? It's a good one. Look, there they are, the three little pigs. They're leaving mom. See, they're giving her their hugs and walking away to start their lives. Let's see what they're going to do. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who lived with their mother. One day, the mother pig said to the three little pigs, "You are all grown up now. It's time for you to go out into the world and live on your own." So the three little pigs gave their mother a big hug and kiss and set out to find their own places to live. They walked down the road, and soon the three pigs saw a man with a horse pulling a wagon full of straw. "Why, I could build a house of straw in no time," thought the first little pig. So the first little pig said to the man, "Please, sir, may I have some straw so that I may build a house?" The kind man gave him the straw, and the first little pig built his house. He finished the house of straw very quickly, so quickly that he lay down contentedly in the shade to take a nap for the rest of the day. There he is, building his house. The other two pigs continued on their way. It wasn't long before they passed a man pushing a cart full of sticks. I could build a house of sticks," thought the second little pig. "It will take a little more time than my brother's house of straw, but it will be a fine house indeed." So the second little pig said to the man, "Please, sir, may I have some sticks so that I may build a house?" The kind man gave him the sticks, and the second little pig started to build his house. He finished building his house of sticks in a little while. Then he too lay down contentedly in the shade near his house and began to take a nap. There he is. The third little pig continued on his way. In a little while, he passed a man with a wheelbarrow full of bricks. "Aha! I could build a house of bricks," thought the third little pig. "It's true that it will take more work to build a house of bricks than it took for my brothers to build their houses of straw and sticks, but it will be well worth it." So he said to the man, "Please, sir, may I have some bricks so that I may build a house?" The kind man gave him the bricks, and the third little pig set about building his house. He worked and worked in the hot afternoon sun, taking care to lay each brick just so. At about the same time, a mean and wretched big bad wolf came trotting down the lane. The wolf saw the first little pig napping in the shade of his straw house. "Yum, yum, that pig would make a tasty bite to eat," thought the bad wolf. Oh, there he is. He sees the pig. But the little pig saw him coming. The pig ran inside his house of straw, slamming the door behind him. He breathed a sigh of relief because he remembered that his mother had told him and his brothers many times that wolves were not to be trusted. Now the big bad wolf came right up to the house of straw. He knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." The little pig answered, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the wolf. And he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. As the straw blew everywhere, the first little pig ran away. Rubbing his stomach and now feeling even hungrier, the big bad wolf strode further down the lane. Soon he came upon the second little pig, who was napping in the shade of his house of sticks. The little pig saw him coming and ran inside. The big bad wolf came right up to the house of sticks. He knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," answered the little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the big bad wolf. And he huffed and he puffed and he blew down the house of sticks. The little pig ran away just in the nick of time. Now the wolf's stomach growled loudly. He was feeling so hungry. He continued down the lane. Oh, there he is, blowing that house of sticks away. That poor little pig. Soon he saw the third little pig, who had just finished his house of bricks. The little pig looked up. There were his two brother pigs running toward him, and right behind them was the big bad wolf. All three pigs hurried into the house of bricks and locked the door behind them. The big bad wolf came right up to the house of bricks. He knocked on the door, and once again he said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," answered the little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the big bad wolf. Well, the wolf huffed and puffed, and he puffed and he huffed, and he huffed and he puffed even more, but he could not blow down that house of bricks. "My house is too strong for you to blow down," shouted the third little pig. "Ha," said the wolf, but he had a plan. "I'm stronger and smarter than any little pig," he said to himself. "I'll climb up onto the roof and get into the house through the chimney." Now, the third little pig had already guessed what the wolf might try to do, so he already had a fire blazing in the fireplace and a big kettle of water heating over the fire. Thinking of himself as very clever, the wolf jumped down the chimney and splash, he fell right into that boiling hot water. And that was the end of the big bad wolf. And the three little pigs lived happily ever after. The end. How did you like that story? I thought it was pretty fun. I always want to be smart like the third little pig and remember to be strong and not just quick, right? You guys have a great day.